Sarah from Sarah's Theories, and if you all didn't know from the music, today we're going to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's. And I know all of you are all skeptical about Five Nights at Freddy's at all, but I say Scott Cawthon did a good job. And even though I haven't played the game at all, I have seen many videos of the people who have played the game, and I am here to talk about the theories of the Bite of 83, 87, and even Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and even the Joy of Creation, which probably some of you haven't played yet. But before you do that, if you guys could, can you subscribe to my channel, and if you want to see more videos, leave your thoughts in the comment section below what you want to see next. But today I'm going to do an hour, maybe 2 or 1 hour live stream talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. So, if you all don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's is a very infamous horror game, which was created by Scott Cawthon, and the original game came out in 2014. The game is basically about these 4 animatronics that come to life at night and are apparently haunted by the dead souls of 5 children. The 5th one is the 5th child is probably Golden Freddy. And as for the rest of the animatronics, they're basically kids and they want revenge, from what I've seen in the videos. The game is scary, there's tons of jump scares, and it makes you never want to go probably to any place that has animatronics. Like Chuck E. Cheese, for instance, has plenty of animatronics. And I know there are people who are going to be so scared just going in there, sitting right next to Chuck E. Cheese himself. But thankfully, he does not come to life at night. I don't think so. But you guys, hopefully you're not that scared of animatronics like that. Scott Cawthon was just trying to scare you. But as of all 4 of the games, including Sister Location and Five Nights at Freddy's World, which I have not seen yet, or maybe I haven't even played. But we'll talk about all 4 games, including Sister Location, and even the Joy of Creation game, which I think is a fan game. I don't know. But I'll talk about it, guys. If you have any questions, I have a live chat going. So ask any questions you want to me about Five Nights at Freddy's. I'll try to answer them as accurately as I can. But for now, let's get into the theory. And we're going to talk about why Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria is truly a terrifying and haunted place to be, especially at night. Okay, let's start with the first game. The first game is basically normal, you're a night guard, and the story of Five Nights at Freddy's is a little hazy for all of you. Everyone on the internet and even on YouTube has made many theories about Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, there are some theories about how the Bite of 83 is where it all started, how the Bite of 87 wasn't even real, how the Soul of the Dead how the animatronics are basically still haunted, and because even though the children are already gone, how the purple guy did this and that. But I'll try to this is my own theory, guys, about what I think about Five Nights at Freddy's. So I hope you're willing to stay as long as an hour. I know probably some of you have schoolwork to do, but if you can, try to watch my live stream. Subscribe to my channel and like the videos. If you like this Five Nights at Freddy's theory video, just like and subscribe, guys, okay? Okay, let's get into the story. So basically, we're going to start with, Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Yes. From what I can watch on the videos on the internet and read about some theories here and there, it's that Freddy Fazbear's Pizza has a dark history. These 5 kids were basically taken by the purple guy in a Golden Freddy suit, and he locked them up in the pizzeria and killed them by, I think, stuffing them into the suits themselves. And what happened after that was these children started to haunt the animatronic suits. They could not, apparently one kid, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, apparently before Freddy Fazbear's Pizza even came into view, there was There was Fredbear's Family Diner. Yeah, that's right. And Fredbear's Family Diner, this kid was afraid of the animatronics officially, and even Fredbear. Sorry, guys. It's just hard to say their names. Anyway, the kid was basically bitten by. Oh wait, no, sorry, guys. He was. His brother and his friends were teasing him so much that they put his face into the mouth of Fredbear. Sorry, again. And, well, the Fredbear bit him and bit off his frontal lobe, and that was the first bite. That was the bite 83 we were all talking about today. And the bite 83, basically the kid he was bitten, and I guess he was hospitalized because in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, you see in the game that the kid is chasing back and forth, and he's made up these scary versions from the plushie toys he has, the scary versions of the animatronics from those little things. And I guess he was in the hospital because at the end, if you all make it to the end of the game, I guess the kid died from getting bit. If I had a little brother like that and I was making fun of him and took it too far, where your brother's literally hospitalized, I would feel bad. But then again, I don't have siblings like that. So, and I wouldn't be a terrible sibling. But let's get back to the game. So basically, the bite 83 happened, and I think that was like Freddy of his 87 would take. It was like, I guess 4 years later? Yes, the bite 83. So 4 years later, the bite 87 would happen. I guess when one of the animatronics, and I guess, okay, 4 years later, guys, 4 years later. 4 years later, the animatronics were brand new and everything else, and Fredbear's Family Diner was turned into Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. And after that, basically the animatronics were brand new and shiny. They could walk around and do all that stuff. And in the daytime, they could walk around at the time, when 87 was around. There's some speculations that they didn't walk around at all. And even there's some where the 87 was the year the kids disappeared, but the body 87 happened. So let's put it together. Okay, here's my theory, guys. My first theory. 87 is a particular year. It was 4 years after the kid was bitten the first time, and that was when Fredbear's Family Diner was around. But also, you could say that 4 years later, the pizzeria was transformed into Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, and before the kid disappeared, one of the animatronics had bitten a part of the kid's frontal lobe, which is, I guess, the side of your brain, and I guess the part that makes you stable, the kid part. But I don't know what the frontal lobe is. I guess it's the half of your brain, and the animatronics were not allowed to walk around again after that, especially during the daytime, guys, during the daytime. So they were forced to stay in their positions all day, and they could walk around at night. And during that year of 87, the 5 kids disappeared. And after they disappeared, well, everyone went looking for them. But many years passed, and nobody came to look. Nobody found who the killer was, or the bodies of the children. And after they disappeared in 87, that's when the animatronics started going weird. But they were already weird, apparently, before all this. They were, I guess, active or cursed or whatever. But you could say whatever you want about the animatronics, whether they were cursed before all this, or who they were, what they were like. But the kids, apparently, their souls haunted the animatronic suits and were forced to stay in those suits. If you all like my background, I got this from the Joy of the Creation game. So yeah, that's only the joy of the creation. I could have shown you guys the real Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. And people used to think there was a real Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, but there's not, guys. It's not real. So thank goodness. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, the kids. So the kids basically haunt the suits now, and they've been causing pain to others. Like they said in the song, I'm not trying to cause you guys any harm. I'm not trying to do anything bad to you guys. We're not trying to harm you. But the animatronics, the kids are basically in the animatronics, so I guess they like harming adults. They don't harm the children because, well, they are children on the inside. They're souls, and that's why their eyes glow and all that stuff. And you could say there were like almost 3 boys and 2 girls, because Chica's a girl, so yeah. You all probably think I'm talking about Markiplier's dog, Chica. No, I'm talking about the Chica right now in front of us in these pictures. So, yeah. So let's get into Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So this leads to basically after 83, the bite where the kid was bitten at Fredbear's Family Diner, to 87, 4 years later, in the bite at 87, where one of the animatronics bit one of the kids' front face off, I guess, and the 5 kids disappeared. That leads into the events of many years later, leads into the events of the first Five Nights at Freddy's. So let's talk about the game. If you all like the game, tell me what you think down in the comment section below. Talk to me in chat if you all want to talk about what Five Nights at Freddy's is about and how it's great, and what part of the game, the first game, you loved. So, the first game, I liked it. I even loved it. It was scary, it was confusing, you had to pay attention to a lot of things, and it just made you rethink everything you know about life itself. I could say that from just looking at the game itself and watching, I guess, some videos on other people who played the game, it was pretty darn good. But the first Five Nights at Freddy's is basically just, it's not the origin story, if that's what you're all thinking. The original origin will come up soon, I guess. But let's get into some characters that I think deserve a chance to be talked about. Like you're probably wondering questions like, why doesn't Freddy come off stage in the first game? Or why does Foxy run, unlike the other ones who just walk very slowly? Are there secrets in the game? Yes. Yes, guys, Scott Cawthon is no stranger to secrets in Five Nights at Freddy's games. So, if you're wondering, Freddy doesn't come off stage because, well, the whole game is probably based around him, and his name is in the game. So the other 3 characters, like Foxy, Chica, and Bonnie, they all just, they all get off stage and they all come and attack you. Well, this is only my theory, guys. I don't know what other people have said on YouTube, but this is just my opinion. They all go off stage because they're not the main character, and because if Freddy came at you, he will come at you eventually as the levels get harder, and he will attack you in a song. But if you all know how to play the game, basically you have to survive till 6 a.m. and all you're armed with is a little bit of power, a tablet, I guess you can call it that, and you have to look at it constantly to make sure you know where the animatronics are, lights to look outside your hallway, automatic doors that you can close, and remember to keep your powers. The most important thing is to keep your power stable. If you lose power, Freddy will come and kill you. So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend losing the game. The jump scares are scary, especially from all the animatronics' point of view. Foxy will come and run up on you, and, well, he'll enter the door if you don't have the door closed. So, and Chica, I guess, will make a few noises, she'll be at I think on the right side. Bonnie will definitely be on the right, will be on the left side. So, yeah, if you all didn't know how to play the game, or you want to go play the game after this live stream is over, you can go play it. But, yeah. So, yeah, the first game isn't really much to talk about. There isn't much to talk about the first game. But even though if you rearrange the events of all 4 games, and even Sister Location, you can probably put it into a Five Nights at Freddy's timeline. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 started, and then it was the first Five Nights at Freddy's, then the second, then the third, and then Sister Location, I guess. Well, probably Sister Location goes first, but I guess you guys can put it in order whenever you want. And you probably have your own theories out there, so yeah. But let's talk about one other thing. Let's talk about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is really better than this first game. Not that it can be any better, the jump scares are kind of better. And it scares you sometimes to be in the vents, and you can't really escape Bonnie. I've watched way too many Markiplier's videos on Five Nights at Freddy's. He claims himself as the king of Five Nights at Freddy's. And not that I'm going to diss him or anything, it's just there are so many people out there who probably do crown them king or queen of Five Nights at Freddy's better than he is. But from what I can tell, he's really good at Five Nights at Freddy's, even if it stresses him out. By the way, guys, if you want, go watch Markiplier's videos on Five Nights at Freddy's, him playing the game. And go watch it after this live stream if you want. I'll try to link those videos in the description if I can. But really, I liked Five Nights at Freddy's 2. There have been so many theories about the second game. Like, are these the animatronics that came before? Well, from what I can tell, they look all brand new. And if you really look at it closely, the first animatronics from the first game are bigger, chubbier, and so much better. But as for the second animatronics, it looks brand new. Like, they're so cute and everything. Like little Bonnie, little Chica, little Freddy. All those people. But yeah. I really don't think that the second game is much to talk about. Except that they introduced so many new characters, like Balloon Boy and the Puppet. The Puppet is a really different mystery. I've watched so many videos about basically where the puppet came from, who is the puppet, what kid, who looks out for them and all that stuff. Who is the puppet? Well, I can tell you only one thing from all experience in watching these videos. I probably think that the puppet is the purple guy's kid. The purple guy's wife. Because, remember, you know how mothers are protective over their children? Well, the puppet is protective over the children, and it helps heal them and give them gifts and all that stuff. So I'm thinking, from one video I saw, and it was from a Five Nights at Freddy's 2 music video, there was a woman, and I guess she was the purple guy's wife, and I guess he killed their only child, and this set her in depression, and not only was he caught, but she actually hated him for what he did. But then she actually felt regret when she had to watch her own husband die in front of her. And so she was alone. And this resulted in her going for a drive, which she didn't know she was actually committing suicide. She didn't know where she was going, and she ended up falling off a cliff in her own car and dying. And in the process, she had the little puppet doll with her. And I guess her soul went into the puppet doll, and she went to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and brought the animatronics to life. So I think, yes, the purple guy's wife is the puppet. So if you all think that the puppet is probably somebody else, well, if you can probably guess who it is, tell me what you think down in the comment section. Tell me who you think that the puppet is. I think the puppet is purple guy's wife. From what I saw in one music video, I guess she is the wife because she was crying the moment she died, and the puppet is crying apparently, but yet he gave life to the children, and even she saw her son again in the end and had to let him go because he was Golden Freddy. Remember the kids I told you that disappeared? Well, I guess the 5th kid who didn't die immediately was officially becoming Golden Freddy. Yeah, let's talk about Golden Freddy for one thing. He doesn't really hardly show up in the first game. Maybe you can see him in the first game, but in the second game he shows up more rarely. Like, I know we've seen images of Golden Freddy, right? You've all seen images of Golden Freddy, haven't you? Well, if you haven't, let me see if I can go and find Golden Freddy. Sorry, guys. Let me just add this other image. There we go. That's Golden Freddy, guys. Okay? And Golden Freddy is... Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Golden Freddy is the 5th of all of them together. Sorry. Let me just put him down here. So yeah, that's Golden Freddy. And Golden Freddy is basically not really around in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, so I really can't say much about him. Other than one of the kids was stuffed into the suit even when he was still alive, from what I can tell. The 5th kid was basically stuffed into the suit. But also, this is where Mike Smith was stuffed into the Golden Freddy suit as well, when he was basically killed. I saw one episode of Five Nights at Freddy's. It was called episode 2, and apparently this little girl was the puppet. But I don't know really. Do you think the little girl was the puppet? Let me know what you guys think who the puppet is. Give me your guesses in chat. And try to give me your guesses in the comment section, okay? So, yeah, let me get rid of Golden Freddy. No one wants to see you. Okay. So, back to Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Even though Golden Freddy's barely around, I can't really tell much of his story because there's not really much to go on. Now, as for, whichever game it was, I think it was number 2 or number 3. One of the games had like a mini game where you have to basically fulfill these tasks or these like mini games and fulfill the task of that game. And when you do that, you basically win. And when you win, by the end of the game, if you've beaten all the mini games, you have to stuff the purple guy into the Springtrap suit. And Springtrap doesn't show up until Five Nights at Freddy's 3. We'll get to that in a minute. Springtrap on the other, the kids are basically trapped, and the purple guy is the guy who basically killed them, and they're trying to get revenge. So they stuff the purple guy into Springtrap's suit, and it kills him. And because of that, it sets their souls free. So that's basically where. But that's in I think it has to be in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 really doesn't tell much after the story is ended. That the kids are set free and that they're free to go. There's even a scene where they show that the heads of the costumes of the animatronics are literally, they have no glowing eyes, which means that they've been free. If they do have glowing eyes at the end of the game, that means you haven't completed your task and that they're still trapped in those souls. They haven't completed their task, and that because you didn't do the mini games. So you have to find those secret spots in the game if you can, guys. It's on probably the sides. If you go like left and down the hallway, you'll probably see some secrets there that'll give you a clue. If not, you guys can go to Markiplier's videos and try to complete the task along with him and try to do it like he did, or anybody else that you can find. As far as I know, Markiplier probably is the best choice. But whatever you guys want to do. So, yeah. Let's talk about the jump scares, guys. I know you all probably get scared of every horror film you make or ever see. But the jump scares in this game are terrifying, especially watching them late at night. If you're a kid and you're watching like Five Nights at Freddy's, I would not recommend doing any of that, or even watching the game at all. So if you all can, I want you all to tell me who is Mangle. But if any of you are watching or in live chat right now, I want you all to tell me who you think Mangle is. Some people say it's Foxy's girlfriend, but I think she was taken apart. I recommend going to Tony Cry Night. He might explain what happened to Mangle, why she doesn't have a body, but you can watch some of his videos about the animated version of Five Nights at Freddy's, which is actually kind of a funny, romantic, cute version, not the terrifying version you see in Scott Cawthon's game. But Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is super amazing. Yes, you could say it's kind of scary, but I recommend going and playing the game. Now, let's get into Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Five Nights at Freddy's 3, there's not really much. They just moved into a new location, and, well, they moved to a new location, and you've got new tasks, ventilation systems, you got new people, you got new things going on, even keeping a task and watching out for Springtrap. If you don't know who Springtrap is, it's basically the purple guy in Springtrap's body, but all the stuff that's on him has been decapitated, been gone for years. And, well, the purple guy, we'll talk about the purple guy in a minute, but Springtrap is basically the purple guy, but dead, haunting the suit. So Springtrap will try to attack you. So I couldn't really say much about Springtrap other than he's the purple guy trapped in the suit after the kids literally forced him into the suit and got good before anything else. You're wondering probably how does an animatronic lift a human being off their feet and stuff them into a suit? Like I said, guys, if you all don't know, when animatronics see you, like, at night, they don't know you're human. During the daytime, they think they know you're human. But at night, if you've ever watched any videos, when they see Mike Schmidt in the office, they think he's the endoskeleton without his costume on. So they'll try to put you back. They'll try to put you into a suit so that you can be in your suit. But they don't know that. They don't know they're causing pain to you. They just think that you're an endoskeleton. It's just an honest mistake. But then again, I guess they misunderstood little kids inside scary, scary bodies. They don't even know it. So, yeah. Most of all, guys, just try to survive in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. I think that you have a better chance of surviving that game. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 has many new things to offer, like new animatronics, like you see Springtrap most of the time. I think there's another one. I think you see a dead balloon boy. And the puppets in there as well, but they're also really, like, dead and everything like that. But, yeah. You've got, like, tons of ways of, playing the game. But also, let's talk about, but for now, if you all want to play the games, go play the games. That's all I can talk about today about, that's all I'm going to talk about in this video for Five Nights at Freddy's, the games. And Sister Location we'll talk about in a few minutes, but for now we're going to talk about some of the characters that I mentioned I was going to get to. Let's talk first, we're going to talk about the purple guy, then we're going to talk about Balloon Boy, and then we're going to talk about the kids, and even Mike Schmidt, because we don't know much about him other than he's just a security guard. Did he have a family? Does he have a wife, kids, a brother, sister, mom, dad? We'll find about that later. But let's talk first about the purple guy. If y'all know who the purple guy is, he's basically he's the first security guard in Freddy Fazbear's. And spoiler alert for Sister Location, guys, if you're all listening. The purple guy is the one who created Baby in Sister Location and all the animatronics. So yeah, you could say there's a whole backstory there. The purple guy wasn't always purple. He wasn't always a bad guy. He used to be actually a really good guy. He had a wife and kids and everything else like that. And I think because of what he did, the purple guy is basically in a purple suit, if you all didn't know that. Yes, he's kind of scary, kind of creepy, but he's also very, very an unreasonable man. And if you all don't know, he did this stupid stalker routine and literally kidnapped 5 kids while putting himself to a new Golden Freddy suit and taking these kids to the back room and hiding them there. But there are some theories that he actually stuffed the kids and killed them back there instead of hiding them. And all 5 of these kids were literally killed eventually, probably either from starvation or lack of any food. Basically what starvation means. I'm sorry guys about that. Either they were starving to death in the back room for no food for years to come, or they were stuffed into the suits and killed then. There's some theories that the puppet put them in the suits and that he saved them. The killer, the purple guy, killed them before with a knife and they couldn't get out of there. But the puppet saved them and gave them life. And the 5th kid, when they were stuffed into these suits and put in there, they took the 5th kid and put him in the Golden Freddy suit. Even while he was dying. He didn't die at first. He was still breathing and alive. But eventually he did die. And he's in the Golden Freddy suit, if y'all don't know that. So, yeah. Not much talk about the purple guy right there. Even though you guys have your own thoughts about the purple guy, I think that he was really a misunderstood young guy who had a problem. And we'll get to his backstory later, like why he doesn't like animatronics and why I guess he turned into this horrible person. But yeah, think about what you all want about the purple guy, and let's get to the next character, Balloon Boy, who we absolutely know nothing about. Some people say Balloon Boy is the crying child. Is the 5th crying child. But I don't believe that. There's some saying that he is a real crying child. But Balloon Boy gives off that really ha 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 sound, and really it's kind of funny that he's just laughing at everyone. But I don't know anything about Balloon Boy. I tried my best to look up any information I could about Balloon Boy, but I couldn't find anything about him. I could probably guess he's a crying child. He's one of the children that were probably killed. He could be the 5th child for all we know. But we know absolutely nothing about Balloon Boy. So that's all I gotta say about that. But let's get to the children. We don't know anything about the children other than they're the animatronics. They're basically the souls of the They're basically the souls of themselves inside the animatronic suits. And they're harming all these people, but they're not harming kids. They know not to harm kids because they were once kids themselves. But what can I say about the 5 kids is that they all admired these characters. I guess they were stuffed, even though they weren't in eternal hell, forced to sing songs all day and forced to, well, be in animatronic suits and not be able to walk around at all. Though I guess the only good thing that came out of this, even though they died, was that they were stuffed into their favorite character that they loved. Some kids would probably I bet there was one girl who loved Chica a lot, probably because of Let's Eat something. Some boy, I bet the 3 boys like Freddy, Bonnie, and Foxy, and they got what they wanted. So yeah, that's probably the only good thing that they probably got when they died, so that they got to be inside their favorite character suits for all eternity until the day they were free to go. But yeah, I don't think that the kids dying was a good thing. I don't like it that basically they died for no particular reason. And that's kind of sad that it's a waste of life and it's a waste of time for them. And the purple guy, I think, didn't have to do that. But he got what he deserved in the end. And thanks to the kids, they got rid of him. So yeah, that's good. So, what other character do I want to talk about? Let's see. Well, I can't really think of any other characters. But, oh yeah, Mike Smith, of course. Mike Smith is one of the strangest characters in Five Nights at Freddy's we can ever meet. He's the new security guard, I guess, after the purple guy died. And, yeah. Can't really say much about Mike Smith other than, well, that he was a very good security guard. I guess he needed it because he needed a job. There's some backstories to Mike Smith that he has a brother and that he needed the money to go from, he was in like a school a nursing school, I guess. He was learning to be a doctor. So he needed more money. I guess he needed a part-time job to make some money. And he got hired at Freddy Fazbear's. There's actually one episode about Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a whole episode about how Mike Smith died, how his brother was on this case looking for answers, and basically how he found out that his brother was stuffed into a Golden Freddy suit, and the manager found Mike Smith's body in the Golden Freddy suit, and it was mold and disgusting to look. It was disgusting to look at, and nobody could even recognize him. There's a whole video about that. I guess you guys can go watch it. I'll try to leave a link in the description, but also there's a music video down in the comment section below. Down in the title section, you can go and watch that, listen to that song. It's the Five Nights at Freddy's song. I know probably some of you already listened to it, but if you all didn't know, there was a real song to Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So you all can go watch it, even download it someday. Download your computer. Go buy it on iTunes if it's on there. So yeah. But let's get into I think it's almost like the fourth thing I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about the last few things: Sister Location and the rumors of the Five Nights at Freddy's film. So yeah, let's get into Sister Location. Sister Location, let's talk about the purple guy's backstory first. Basically, the purple guy made these animatronics, and these were the first animatronics he ever made. And these animatronics were basically Baby, Ballora, Funtime Foxy, and Funtime Freddy, and Funtime Bonnie. It's a Bonnie hand puppet on Freddy's, I think, left hand or right hand. I don't know, guys. You have to go look that up. But, yeah. So, that's basically what he created. And I guess that was after Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria closed down. And he created most of these people, you could say, are in the images of his family. Baby was in the image of his daughter. He said that at the beginning of the game. He said that those were the dimes that he created. And if you don't know who Mr. Afton is in Sister Location, Mr. Afton is the purple guy. So I guess you all didn't know that, but I'm going to tell you that now. So, yeah. The purple guy, if you all want to know why he probably doesn't like the animatronics at all, or any of the animatronics in Five Nights at Freddy's at all, it's probably because he lost his daughter. And I'm going to tell you what happened to his daughter. His daughter wanted to, get close to Baby, who was in the image of herself. And I guess Baby was counting, according to Baby, she was counting the number of people in the room. 3, 2, 5, 4, 3 again, then 2, then 4, then 3, then 2, and then there was only 1. And the only one person who was in there was Mr. Afton's daughter. We don't know her name or anything like that. We just know that she was Mr. Afton's daughter. And apparently she got too close to Baby, and Baby didn't know it. According to her, she felt strange. And apparently the little girl got too close to Baby, and because of it, Baby, I think, pulled her into her body, into the little spinning part, and it killed the little girl, and it crushed her up into ice cream. And then Baby said she started pulling out ice cream. And I think that was blood. Yes, it had to be blood, guys. So, yeah, that's what happened to Mr. Afton's daughter, and nobody could hear her screaming because of the children's laughter. But I guess they'll figure that out. I guess Mr. Afton and all the others will figure that out eventually when he doesn't find his daughter. But that's why he doesn't like animatronics at all, because they basically killed his daughter. So, yeah, that's basically what happened. I saw one video, I guess, where the purple guy literally was turning green and purple. I guess he was turning purple literally, but I highly doubt he's going to turn purple. But you're going to find out who really is inside the purple guy and what he really is. So, basically, the story of Sister Location is that these animatronics are in the vision of Mr. Afton. Baby is the main character, and Baby, they're all underground somehow, probably because they want to get out so badly that they had to put them underground. And of all the animatronics, Ballora is the only one who doesn't want to follow the rules. I don't know who Ballora is. Some people actually say it's the wife of Mr. Afton, or crying child's mother, or even it could be the woman that I saw in the video from Five Nights at Freddy's video, who was literally the crying child, who was the kid who went into the Golden Freddy suit. That was his mom. It could be her. But for all we know, Ballora could be someone else. But then again, if you look at the similarities between the two, you could probably say that maybe, just maybe, that woman is, well, the crying child's mother. But we can assume what you guys can assume whatever you want about Ballora. You can even go watch Markiplier's Let's Talk About Five Nights at Freddy's and try to find out more information maybe about Ballora. Maybe even find out some more information from this video. And as for the other animatronics, Baby's the one who wants to escape, really. But then we find out who Ennard is, and he's basically made up of all the animatronics. So this has nothing really to do with Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, or Foxy at all. But it's basically like the first animatronics, you could say. And, well, there are so many speculations where maybe, just maybe, you could say that Ennard was the one who entered the body after the game. Like, the original ending is that one of the animatronics has scooped you out and taken you, that Baby has manipulated you to go to the scooping room, and you are literally about to be scooped alive. Ennard scoops you out, and that basically causes you to be gone, and you've been scooped out officially, and one of the animatronics is in your body. The only thing you see is a pair of glowing purple eyes in your body. Now, some people say that's Baby inside your body, or it's Ennard, or even somebody else. But I found out through Markiplier's video of Let's Talk About Five Nights at Freddy's, which you all can go look up on his channel, that Ballora's eyes are purple, even from terrible lighting. Ballora's eyes are purple. So I think Ballora is in Purple Guy's body and that she's been walking around. That if she's a really manipulative, horrible person, would she want to hurt somebody? I think it's probably Ennard, Baby, and Ballora inside the body, and they're all harming innocent children for no reason. Because remember, Ballora didn't like to follow the rules, so what's stopping her from killing innocent children? Because she really didn't care much about the children at all, even though Baby kind of did. So yeah, Sister Location is not that bad. So basically what happens, the purple guy is basically not himself anymore. The real Mr. Afton is gone. The real guy who was told you the purple guy was actually a really good person once before. He actually, yeah, he hated the animatronics for killing his daughter and all, but he was a really good person. And apparently he was scooped alive, and the real version of him is gone, never coming back. And the animatronics that are possessing his body are basically staying in there for a very long time and are harming the lives of people around them. And if you're wondering about that mini game I was talking about where literally the purple guy is turning purple, well, I guess it's because Baby, Ennard, and all the others are inside of his body and they can't control the way he looks and his skin tone and everything else, and because they're all smudged in there, that they're causing his skin to change. So yeah, guys, that's basically what happened to the purple guy, and that's basically how the purple guy got started. So yeah, guys, that's basically all for the games, the characters, and what theories I have about the game in general. But let's talk about the one final thing I want to talk about today in this hour-long live stream. the rumors about the Five Nights at Freddy's film, the movie. Now, Scott, there are many people out there who love the game, yes, and I love the game a lot, and I would really like it if Scott Cawthon and even Hollywood would make a film about Five Nights at Freddy's. People were wishing for nothing more than just memorabilia. They were wishing for not just plushy toys and all that stuff, and not even wishing for all the other stuff. But there have actually been rumors about them making a Five Nights at Freddy's movie that's coming out in 2018. But I don't know if those rumors are true, because there hasn't really been a trailer or anything like that. There have been fan-made trailers that I could actually show you one of them. But, yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's is a really good franchise. I love seeing that they try to make a movie out of it. The Joy of Creation is like a film, but it's basically, The Joy of Creation is, I think it's a fan-made game about Scott Cawthon, his life. It's basically revolving around Scott Cawthon, the game developer and creator of Five Nights at Freddy's. So, yeah. Nothing much to talk about the Joy of Creation, even though the poster is amazing. And the game is pretty darn good. Basically scaring the crap out of you, scaring your kids, and that shows you never let strangers in your house. And never let them stay in your house, even if you are being generous. You should take them somewhere safer, where the police can be their problem. But you never let any stranger in your house, especially when you have your kids around. So yeah. Besides the Joy of Creation, the movie would have been, I think that they are making a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and if they do, they better make it really, really good, and if I do, I will go watch it for you guys, and I'll give you feedback, like, I'll do a second theory about it, saying how the movie will, I'll do a review, actually, about how the Five Nights at Freddy's movie was really good, and how well it was, but if you guys want a review, just let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and I will do a review when the movie comes out, if it comes out, if they are making a film about it. If they are making a Five Nights at Freddy's film, guys, I want to know, like, tell me in chat, or tell me in the comment section, are they making a Five Nights at Freddy's movie? Besides having lots of fan-made films about the theories about the game, I think that I would love to know more from the movie than I would from any of the games. I don't know what you guys thinking about. Do you want to see, like, more of the games? Like, get answers from the games? Or do you want to get answers from the film? Or even the book? I heard they made a Five Nights at Freddy's World. I think there's a book about it. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't played Five Nights at Freddy's World or seen any videos about it. So, yeah, that's something I can do for later. But, guys, I think that I would learn some more from the film. But even though they've made a lot of fan fiction games about Five Nights at Freddy's, like, there have been many, because of Five Nights at Freddy's, there have been many, many, many fan-made games about that have the same name in them. Five Nights at something. There's Five Nights at Wario's, Five Nights at the Krusty Krab, Five Nights at the Chum Bucket, One Night at Flumpty's, even Five Nights at Candy's. And those are just a few of the games that even Five Nights at Disney, or Five Nights at Treasure Island. And those are only a few of the fan games that I've seen on YouTube for now that I can actually like. Five Nights at Freddy's inspired so much to give so much and make so many new fan games about, well, the Five Nights at Freddy's series. Even though it's like Five Nights, and all you people out there make fan games about it, you've done a really good job. I love how you make it hard, how you make it about the story person, the person who's basically being revolved around, the person about the story. Sorry guys, I can't talk. The person who's being revolved around the story that's being revolved around the person. Sorry guys, I can't talk today. So yeah. I think that Five Nights at Freddy's, the film, would make a really, really good franchise. If they make a whole Five Nights at Freddy's franchise movie, that would be amazing. It'd be probably even bigger than even Twilight, Hunger Games, and Percy Jackson combined. But yeah, you guys. For the last few minutes of this entire live stream, that's all I'm going to talk about today. So, for the last few minutes of this live stream, I may not be a professional, but I'm going to find the Five Nights at Freddy's video and show you guys. This is only like a fan-made trailer. So I really don't know how well it's gonna work. Let me see if I can find it, guys. Oh, also, you guys, if you can, go and subscribe to Secret Force Studio. They make some really good films. And theories mostly about Five Nights at Freddy's. Like the Five Nights at Freddy's movie prequel. That probably is the best. Okay, I think this is the one. Yeah. Okay, here you go, guys. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get this to work. Okay.
My name is Mike, and I work as a security guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, the most boring and underpaid place on earth. Today is my 5th and final night here. Starting from tomorrow, Pizzeria will be closed down for renovations. So today, I decided to have some fun. Welcome!
So, this is the famous Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Indeed.
They kind of look scary.
Nah, they're pretty harmless actually.
So, why did you close the door, especially on electric lock?
Instructions from management. I got them first day when I started. That no matter what, the store has to be closed during the night. Probably due to rats, hamsters, or something like that.
That's the only way out here, yeah?
Yep.
Where did that come from? It looks like there won't be any help until morning, or at least till the hurricane ends.
It's not good.
No, it's not like we're planning to leave soon. So, let's continue the party.
Hey Mike, shouldn't there be 3 of them?
Where did they go?
That's how you want to play.
They will not let us here.
So yeah, guys, that's just one of the trailers for one family video. Anyway, guys, that's all for today. This has been a Five Nights at Freddy's theory, and I'll probably do a review if the movie ever comes out in theaters next year. So we'll see about that. But I'll be doing this weekend some Doctor Who theories, and even maybe a Fault in Our Stars theory. So let me know, again guys, subscribe to my channel and if you all want any theory done, just name your film, movie, or book that you want me to do, and I'll try to do it, guys. So, I'm Sarah from Sarah's